continuation of this creative journey. Over here I'm trying to paint the yellow aspects, and I already used a lot of other media. In fact, creating this yellow aspect needed me to use a number of media: acrylic, pastel. I think so the major media I used, and I also used the unique white base. This is where we are for the fourth day. I should have taken a picture of, or a video when I was actually doing some of the let us see if some of the scribblings. I was really in the moment and I was loving it. And but I was charging my phone and I actually didn't want to leave it or get distracted that much. But yeah, so we're at the fourth day. I don't know what else will be added to this. This is really multiple media, a lot of media on this, but this is where we are, and we are going to be doing our finishing touches and our finishing touches and our outlining. So let's start. This point, it completely felt to me that I was at the last stage of my creative journey, and actually this part of the recording of this experience on one of the longest video I ever had of creating something or recording something. It was a very long time, and I didn't even realize how long it took until afterwards. But for me, this was like doing my finishing touches, and I was really very intentional about doing it. It took over 30 minutes of doing this, and as this video progresses, you'll see some of the extra things I did. I take my finishing touches very seriously because I feel it's an opportunity to really clear off and clean off and just like put more details into the work, because some of these small details also show the intentionality that I put in what I was creating. So at this point, there were some of the fragments of charcoal I had used, and it was like showing a sort of very unique outline and surface. Don't be afraid, baby. It was very obvious that I was enjoying this process. I really loved my background sound. I loved the nature feel, and everything just gave me that very calming opportunity. And I was going through a very unique phase of life, and doing this really gave me the opportunity to really think through myself and what I was doing. And it brings to note that sometimes in life, when you feel like you are stuck or you need to pause, you may have to create an environment that will give you the opportunity to review your life and where you are at, and sometimes maximize even the slow pace of your life. Sometimes it may also mean that you need to take it easy with yourself and enjoy the slow moment of your life. Of course, it won't be easy, especially if you are someone who wants everything to go at a fast pace or at a particular pace that you've put for yourself. But I was really grateful for this experience because it allowed me the opportunity to really slowly reflect and think through. Although I'm a thinker, I think a lot. So I was creating this art, even though I was kind of trying to clean off and do my last detail, it also gave me the opportunity to just think through and like calm the noises going on my head. So what I was doing at this point was to paint the sides with black. I wanted it to be evened out. I didn't just want to have like paint running over the original white canvas. So I was trying to paint off the sides and to make sure that it looked well evened out. And this part was not very easy because it also needed me to turn the board at different points, but I was making progress and I was happy with myself. So sometimes it's very important that you slow down, maybe either intentionally create a slowdown, or when you are forced to embrace it for what it is and maximize the opportunity, because sometimes when your life is fast-paced, you may never know when next you can get the time to take a break. Sometimes unexpected things happen in the course of your journey, which may seek to trip you off balance. But your ability to readjust regardless also shows that form of adaptability. At this point, like while creating, imagine the board falling, and I was concerned that the paint may have rubbed off on me. But good enough for me, the media I used was kind of me, so it did not allow such a thing to happen. I was able to create a surface that did not allow the paint to smear off on me, and that was the canvas damaged. So your ability to deal with unexpected circumstances and make sure your balance also shows how flexible you are. And flexibility is not built in a day, it's built by making a conscious effort to always approach uncomfortable experiences with a sense of grace for yourself. And then if other people are involved, also for other people as well. As a person who thinks a lot, this has been an experience, this has been something that I've continually had to learn at different phases of my life. And I'm grateful that art has also been a tool that has been, very important for me in creating this form of flexibility, because sometimes things don't always go as you expect they should. And as this experience will proceed, more would happen, like more suspense will happen with this art that really, really stretched my flexibility. At this point, I thought that I was already almost done, but what came next showed me not. So yes, this artwork, this part took a lot of time, and I was very, very just I was just in the moment. And oftentimes artists take time when creating their art, and they put, for those of us that are very passionate about our work, we put our heart into what we do, because it's not just an art we are creating, we're also expressing our humanity as well. And this humanity is seen by others and interpreted by other people as well. So at this point, I had turned the other side, and I was covering up some finishing, doing some finishing with my pastel, trying to clean up some spots, and like just trying to dab off, just more or less like being very intentional about my very little details and what I was saying, because I felt okay, this was a large artwork, it was going to go a far place, and I didn't know who and who were going to see my work, but also because of an expression of love for what I was doing. But like I said, as this work progressed, more was to come, which I did not expect nor did I envisage, but it also showed me how flexible I was with my art. Okay, I'm doing something funny here, but let's see. Eventually, let's see. Yes, where I'll stop for now. Come back in the like last finishing touch process. I think I did a lot already.